So this YouTube series on my YouTube channel, and thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't, please subscribe. It's worth your while, I promise. I work really hard to make this worth your while. I've got questions for our President Uhuru Kenyatta, and I think one of the things that has been bothering me a little is I don't know what Uhuru's plans are for the next 5 years. And the reason I say the next 5 years is mainly two. Number one is that if Uhuru, I used to say when Uhuru, if Uhuru wins a second term, he's not beholden to anybody. So chances that he will be like bucket, I borrowed that from Barack Obama. He says it rhymes with bucket. Chances that he will be in that phase and there'll be no holding him back because he's not seeking re-election, he's not beholden to anybody, means he can actually get on with what he needs to get on with. And I do remember saying this before. I do believe in his second term in office, some people will go to jail for corruption and not working and being lazy and just literally giving him a side eye. I believe that will happen. But I don't know what his plans are for the country in the next 5 years. So that's number one. Number two, the reason I ask what are his plans for the next 5 years is that the nature of governments and countries is this. In the first term in office, you tend to implement what was already on the conveyor belt from the last government, okay? And and I remember this with Kibaki's roads, and remember we will remember Kibaki for roads, is that, it was clear that these items had been put in place. In fact, during Moi's era and before. Huduma centers are rolling out now because actually the plans have been put in place. Because government in Kenya is an ongoing concern, you know what I mean? It's there, so it will be implemented. So I know a lot of what is being done had been put in the works. What I haven't heard is, what are whose dreams that are being worked on now that will come to pass in another 5 years, in another 10 years. I don't know what they are. So I'd love to know, what are your plans for the next 5 years? And then what are your plans going forward? So that it doesn't matter what happens in the year 2025. We remember that this started when Uhuru was in office. There's a lot of things that actually are being implemented now that started when you were at Treasury, like IFMIS. And it's rolling out. But the question is, where's the future? I understand what's happening now that's been actualized from back then. But next, that's what's bugging me. So, yeah, one more question for Uhuru Kenyatta.